going to carry on with these stories. We're going to start this section with the Metro. Looks very much like our water bills are increasing, Diane, like every other bill, I suppose.
Every other bill. Water bills will rise, quote, for a century was one of the quotes, but this one is the £10 billion dirty trick.
And what do they mean by that, Diane?
So what is happening is that Ruth Kelly, the chairman of Water UK, has given us a little bit of a plumber's estimate. She's kicked the pipes and she said that in order to clean up the sewage that the 12 water companies that run all the water in the UK have been pumping onto our beaches...
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
They're going to have to increase our water bills because they need £10 billion to clear up the sewage.
OK. But they also have a problem, don't they, the water companies, with leakage? As in, so much water is leaked every year because they have shoddy pipes that go back decades and decades, and they've just never bothered repairing them.
We have a Victorian plumbing system, literally.
Exactly. So should it not be the case that they should pay for this?
Definitely. Right. I am totally in agreement with you, and so are many other people, because especially as these water companies, on average, I looked at, there was a fact from the BBC that £2 billion a year, on average, has gone to shareholders each year ever since the water was privatised.
OK.
So £2 billion a year, and it's been privatised for 30 years.
So that would suggest, Steve, wouldn't it, that they do have the resources, financial resources, should they wish to use it, in order to bring things up to date, rather than just landing a massive bill on the customers?
Oh, definitely. If they were doing this every year, we'd be swimming in water, which is not even a metaphor, is it? It's an actual thing. Whereas there's no incentive for them to do it, because what they can do, and what they do is pay themselves dividends, get their own companies into huge debt. These companies are in massive amount of debt. But what we're going to do about it? We can't suddenly say no more water, thanks. They've got us over a barrel, which is heading towards a metaphor. This is an insult as well on many levels. So not only should they have been paying for it anyway, then we'll now have to pay for it, which they might not even deliver particularly well, and we'll end up funding it all. Don't privatise things unless competition can then be created.
Quite. So is this a case for nationalising the water firms?
Well, I mean, I don't think it would be a bad plan, the way that they've done this so poorly. And I'm sorry, but an apology is not enough in this case.
No.
And Rebecca Powell, the water minister, who has a very ironic name because she sincerely lacks punch, is saying that I'm pleased that they're now taking action to deliver on this, but there is still a great deal more to do.
Right.
How wet?
Yeah.
There's 800 times a day, apparently, you get poopies spilt statistically. And then in the article, it says it can only happen under exceptional circumstances. You know, if I did something 800 times a day on average, it wouldn't be that exceptional.